So lately, there has been a lot of talk on Linda Moulton Howe's channel, Earth Files, and also David Wilcox regarding the supposed, I guess you would consider it a supposed soft disclosure, if you want to take people's word for it. Spartan 1, Spartan 2, Linda Moulton Howe, various other, people involved in this supposed secret underground base. And isn't it amazing that in the modern world where we have camera phones with internet, we have, tiny spy cams, little recording devices of all sorts and shapes and sizes. Isn't it amazing that these people are telling you all of these things, all of these details, coming out with all these sketches, and how we're trying to tie it in. They're trying to tie it into the Nazi regime and all these things, and yet you don't see a single picture, just an artist sketch, a rendition, or a CGI of how we rendezvoused with the orbiting ancient meteorite that's really a spaceship. There's always all these details and stories, but there's never any concrete evidence. Where's the concrete evidence? I'm basically taking this with a grain of salt because, who is this alliance? We're like, this is like we're living Star Wars, I guess you'd say. It's the good aliens and the good people versus the bad aliens and the stormtroopers, I suppose you'd say. But, it's kind of ridiculous. Nobody can offer up any proof. And on Wilcox's latest video, talking about this and in support of Linda Moulton Howe, it's just amazing how, he makes all these suppositions and he tries to tie all these things together, but there's never really any concrete evidence. It's always in his mind, I guess you'd say, in a sense. And isn't it convenient that the guy, the gruff, stereotypical gruff military man, middle-aged military man, isn't it just amazing that he supposedly dies conveniently? He's just out of the picture. Really? He's just out of the picture. And, there's Google Earth, and Google Earth is pretty powerful. So, does anybody out there see any indications of any kind of underground base in Antarctica? They're basically telling you where. I think Linda Moulton Howe mentioned the other day that she didn't want to give out the exact coordinates. How convenient is that? I don't want to give out the exact coordinates. Is it maybe because she's afraid that you might go to Google Earth and try to find it? If she wants to expose this, why is she hiding the coordinates? It doesn't make any sense. Think about that. If they want disclosure, then they'd be saying, "Hey, here it is. Here's the coordinates of this place, of this underground facility that was supposedly found in the 14th century." And yet they've managed to keep it secret all these years. Was Hitler going there? I don't know. Did he base something, his sigils or symbols, off of what he saw there? I don't know. Is there anything there? Are they just reverse engineering a yarn based upon a symbol, a sun symbol? I don't know. Show me. I haven't seen any proof yet. There's all these different alien species, and we're working in cohorts with them, and there's all these agencies. It sounds just like the Man in Black, I don't know. I mean, there's in no way am I denying the presence of aliens in this world, much less this dimension. But do I think that they're really going through this whole big spiel about this alliance deal and all these things. Yes, are there reptilians? Absolutely. Yes, there are. No one can convince me otherwise. But do I think that it's as simple as, them getting vaporized by some cosmic energy field? No, it's not that simple. They've obviously been here, and they obviously have a spiritual tie to the evil one. Obviously, you know what I'm talking about. The serpent in the Garden of Eden. The reptilian overlords. And then David Wilcox is trying to say that we're going to, just because supposedly some NASA guy told him we're moving through some kind of cosmic energy field and it's making people smarter and we're going to have all this technology just because we're going through an energy field. That has no bearing upon this reality whatsoever. The only thing that's going to help our society is if people such as you out there listening will help real people like me develop technologies that can actually help humanity. Now, I've been asking for donations for a long time at great personal risk to myself. I'm willing to try to release these technologies along with the help of perhaps Gerard Marin, wherever he is. He said he was going to go to China. Haven't heard or seen anything from him for months, so I don't know where he's at. I don't have a clue, but I was trying to collaborate with him. Now, don't get me wrong, David Wilcox, he's pretty cool. He exposes some things, but he's mostly tooting his own horn if you listen to him. I got my books, and I'm at these conferences, and I got all these things in the making. That's good for you. We want to be along for the ride, but the reality is, he says stuff like, "Oh, Antarctica is Atlantis." No, it's not. Then he goes on and says, "Oh well, the last known, according to all the current historical data and all the geological data, that they're basically Antarctica wasn't free of ice, until around 34, and then there was a shift about 33 million years ago." Well, how the hell could that be Atlantis? Atlantis was spoke about by Plato, 10,000, he heard about it 10,000, about 9,000 years before from all the predecessors, and he heard about it from Solon in Egypt. So how could Antarctica be Atlantis? There's no way. That would mean that as recently as 10 or 12,000 years ago, Antarctica was free of ice? That doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not buying it. He says, Wilcox always says stuff like that. He goes, well, conveniently, a lot, they think it's 34 million years ago or 33, but they might be a lot more recently than that. But he never gives you a figure. Did you notice that? Watch his video. These are just my observations. I'm not dogging anybody, and I think he's one of the a cool researcher, and I like his contributions to ancient aliens, but he's not all he's cracked up to be. Sorry. I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to make my observations and kind of just clue you guys into maybe what to look for in the videos that these guys are producing. Will we ever see a genuine, confirmed picture of the inside of these supposed black basalt bases? Will we ever see a real picture of the symbology? Will anybody ever go in there and do a live feed and expose it, run through there, and know they're going to get killed and just run through there and live feed it on YouTube? You think that'll happen? I wouldn't bet the farm on it. So just, take these people with a grain of salt and realize that they think they're doing good, but ultimately they are peddling their own work, which is cool. I admire their work, but you got to take them with a grain of salt. I just want to let you guys know, keep your heads up high, and we're not going to enter no great technological realm unless we really all come together and just try and give freely and contribute to the betterment of the world. I've been trying to get funds for a long time. I'm not here to toot my own horn, but I know for a fact that if I could just get enough funds together, I could help impact the whole world. You know, all they have is theories and suppositions. What else are they contributing to the world? Let's be realistic. What? They're out there making books. They're published authors. But what are they really doing? Are they helping change the paradigm? No, they're not. Are they out there inventing something that'll help, convert us from petrol fuel to what I have in store? No, they're not. So just look at it from that perspective. If you're so willing to help those guys just because they're on TV and got some production value in their videos because they got money, hey, give this guy a chance. I work harder than I work just as hard as they do at what they do. I guarantee that. So, and if you can't tell that by what I'm talking about, well, then I don't want you to even donate to me anyway, because you're not helping my consciousness grow. You're just you're being a troll. And I'm tired of the trolls, There's a lot of people on here that recognize the fact that, I'm a great channel and I respect them. If you don't like my channel, who cares? Go somewhere else. Who needs you? I don't want you. Well, anyway, those are my observations of this new deal revolving I would classify it as a soft disclosure, but until I see a picture, anybody can make up anything they want for publicity, to get more views, to get book deals, to get whatever, And I just find it really convenient that the guy that's telling them about this stuff, well, he just ups and dies. He's gone. He's erased from the picture. It sounds like a cheesy dialogue from a movie, that some guy would make up in their head. You know what I mean? It's always like one-liners, like in an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Oh, you've taken everything from me, and then the guy's dead. I don't know. I'm not really buying it. So, do I really think, as an Atlantean researcher, do I think Antarctica is Atlantis? Nope, absolutely not. It doesn't fit the time frame. And it doesn't really fit anything to do with their type of technology, not as far as I know. I mean, I don't really hear anybody describing it like Plato did. I don't hear anybody describing orichalcum and giant gold statues and pillars and such. I'm not hearing that. What I'm hearing is possibly some type of prehistoric underground alien facility, that maybe they escaped a dying planet and they were there and it was lush once upon a time and they died off somehow and they left the remnants there for us to find in humanity. But is it Atlantis? Absolutely not. Doesn't fit the time frame, doesn't fit Plato's description, and Antarctica is just, come on, it's just too old. Doesn't fit. So thank you for your time, and I'll try to keep you posted on my analysis. I guess I'll try to let you know, as far as I know, what I observe, and I'll try to keep you informed, keep your minds going. Alright, thanks a lot. This has been the Jeffrey Jefferson channel. Thanks for watching.